Hello everybody, it's Rebecca Gabrielle here. Welcome to my Living with Spice YouTube channel. We are ready to do another card reading for this week coming, which will be from the 16th of September, roughly through to the end of the month. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that if you're looking for some guidance during the week, I often do posts on Instagram. Just look up Living with Spice. I have a Facebook page, Living with Spice. You can also find me under Rebecca Gabrielle. So you'll find sort of interesting little soul sandwiches, is what I call it. And I sometimes post I often post my YouTube links there as well for the free readings each week, as well as my YouTube channel. So look out for that. Also, you probably have heard me talk about my newly published book, The Power of Soul Loving. So this is a really beautiful spiritual guide for anybody who's going through transformation in their life. And to be honest, most of us are experiencing change in our life many times, and we often don't know how to navigate those changes. It can be very uncomfortable, and quite often we don't quite know what to do with how we're feeling, how to manage our emotions, how to make sense of the change that we are experiencing. Well, this book, The Power of Soul Loving, is a guide to help us through those changes. And it is about how we can come to really honour, love, respect and value who we are. And until we can do that, we can't really experience true love in our life until we know how to love ourselves. It's an in-depth look at who we are as individuals, and it's full of beautiful reflection points, exercises, meditations, and certainly it walks you through a journey that you are likely to experience along with everybody else. And hopefully will bring some insights and wisdom for you. So you can find this book on most online bookstores, including balboapress.com.au, amazon.com, and certainly my website livingwithspice.com. Anyway, enough of that. So let's have a look at what we can expect coming up mid to late September. So I have pre-shuffled some cards and we'll just get straight into it. I hope everybody is well, and yeah, we've just come through Friday the 13th for the full moon, so there's quite likely to be a lot of interesting energy around and experiencing the fullness of our emotions, the tides and the waves that we go through, which does tend to bring out into the open our shadow side, which is not a bad thing, because often we need to be aware of what's going on beneath the surface and influencing our choices, our thoughts and our behaviour. Oh, I've got a few too many there. I'm just waiting for Spirit to have some cards jump out. They were wanting to come out when I was doing the pre-shuffle. There we go. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. For mid to late September, what can we expect in terms of energy and things going on in our life? I just feel like I need to pull a few today. I always get a beautiful story with the different decks that I use. There we go. That's okay. Very interesting. Okay. So we have you at the moment going through a period of reflection. We have the Six of Cups here. So at the moment you are reassessing what's going on in your life at the moment and how you're feeling. Yeah, I think with all of the emotions that are happening right now, it's putting you in a place of reevaluating where you're at, what's important to you, what you have in your life and what you value most, who you are, what you have to be grateful for. It could extend to appreciating what you love in life about yourself, your uniqueness, what's important to you in terms of relationships, what you're not willing to give away, what you're not willing to sacrifice. Yeah, so there's a real sense of looking within, a very sort of inner journey, a little bit like the hermit. You're in a space of feeling comfortable to go within, to better understand yourself and spend time with you. And so this is a really healthy thing to do, taking time out to reassess how you feel about things, to reassess what's going on in your life, what needs to stay, what needs to go. And spending a bit of time understanding yourself as a person, because there's been quite a lot of chaos and noise and storm around you recently, toxic energy, and you feeling the need to take care of yourself. So this period of time of going within is an important part of your self-evaluation, self-nourishment, because when we give ourselves time to be with ourselves, it's self-care, it's self-love, and that's really important. So if you have an opportunity to step away from the noise, go away for the weekend, or even if it's just to have half an hour at the end of the day when everybody's gone to bed, have some quiet time, put some music on, just hang out with yourself and allow whatever thoughts, feelings and emotions come. Don't block them, don't stop them, allow yourself to feel what you need to feel, because often our emotions are, they are there to help us to better understand where we're at, what we're feeling, what we need to pay attention to. Our emotions are not to be shut down or feared, they're there to help us to better understand ourselves. So this period of time of reflection is important. It's important that you do it and you give yourself that time. And as a result of you giving yourself that time, we have the 10 of Cups. You're moving into an energy of realizing that you have so much. You have abundance in your life. And this can take many shapes and forms. It doesn't necessarily mean finances. It means that you're really coming to an appreciation of who you are as a person and recognizing that you are of value and of worth. And nobody needs to actually tell you that. You are having this realization for yourself. The more time you're giving yourself, the more often you say yes to what you want, the better you are starting to feel. And it's perhaps you have for a long time given too much of your energy, too much of your time to other people. And, I suppose some people may be leaping ahead in their mind to say, oh, but that's selfish. Well, you know what? It's not selfish, it's self-care. You deserve to give yourself time to understand what your needs are and to tend to your needs. And the more we tend to our needs, the healthier we can grow. We nourish ourselves so that we can gain greater clarity, inspiration, vitality, personal vitality. And you're heading into this realization. It is quite a transformative process that you're experiencing at the end of September. It's a wonderful process, something that's been brewing for quite a long time, I'd say for a good part of this year, till finally you're going, you know what, I have to really take care of myself and I want to. I'm loving who I am. So that's the energy that you're stepping into. And so you're feeling a lot of gratitude and you're starting to realize the areas in your life that you want to devote more attention to. It could be your physical health. It could be your mental and emotional well-being. It could be that you're recognizing that you've got a beautiful purpose in life and you want to spend more time focused on that. Or it could be simply the things that you enjoy. Perhaps you're enjoying friendships, or it could be a hobby that you have, gardening, walking your dogs, whatever it is, it's going to be different for everybody, but you're just recognizing the importance of spending time with you and enjoying those things. And the more that you recognize that, the more you realize and you have a beautiful, abundant life. Before, you didn't recognize it, you didn't see it, and so you felt empty, you felt without. But truly, those things were never missing. You just didn't have that perspective or appreciation for yourself. So this is what gives you the experience of a blessed and loved life, which is our Ten of Cups energy. Well done, you. And so with this energy, we have the Princess of Wands. It's a 1 card. Ace of Wands, that's what I want to say. The Ace of Wands card, which is all about stepping into your self-power and following your dreams. Here is a wonderful opportunity. You've got renewed energy, inspiration, ideas are coming to you. And this is because you've taken the time to go within, be with yourself, fill your cup, recognize your value, and now you're going, I get it. This is me and I'm loving me. And so this is bringing this whole new fresh energy and new ideas. So you're starting to feel energized, vitalized. And of course, as we do that, our energy lifts, our vibration lifts, and we start to attract more abundance, open doors, opportunities. So this is great. This is a wonderful time for you. You are going to have ideas, so now is the time to use this beautiful energy to run with those ideas, to feed those ideas, explore. Is this a space of curiosity, exploration, discovering, what can be done? What can I do with this? It's a light energy, it's a spirited energy, it's helping you to ignite your imagination is what I'm trying to say. So run with it. So if you are getting ideas, have a go. Pick up the phone, write the ideas down, share the ideas with a friend. See where it might take you. Beautiful energy. And of course, there's a lot of, all of these cards so far that have been laid out are showing, depicting feminine energy. So, and of course, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, but this feminine energy is all about self-empowerment and really stepping into your divine feminine. So the ability to create, to nurture yourself, and that is of course extends to others and into relationships. You know, the divine feminine has incredible ability to collaborate, nurture others, facilitate ideas and projects, and seeing things come to fruition. So we have the High Priestess card, where you are maxed out in your beautiful divine feminine energy here. So this is going to help you really step into the zone of creating, and this might be very much linked to your purpose. So you're going to find in the next few weeks that you have increased energy and you're wanting to run with these ideas, but there's also a sense of knowing and groundedness that you haven't had before. You know, you've come a long way and you've just reached this realization, this transformative energy and knowing about yourself that you can do this, you've got this. And it's a really beautiful time to trust your intuition, trust that gut feeling, and connect in with your heart, because this is enabling you to connect to your purpose, your reason for being, what you have to offer the world. You know, anything that we absolutely love doing, we often find easy and we dismiss our own value. But now's the time to recognize your value and go, you know what? That's where my strengths are, and that's where lies my purpose. I have something to share with others. I do have something to offer others. So, and you know, we often as women have probably been conditioned, you know, through our parents or older generation modelling that, you know, we dismiss our talents and we dismiss our gifts. And of course, if we find something easy to do, then we expect that everybody does. That's not the truth. We all have our strengths and we all have our gifts. It's up to you to recognise what it is your strength, and it's often what it is that you love to do. That is going to link you to your purpose and what you can contribute in your local community, even with other women. It may be, you know, there may be a beautiful project that you want to bring to fruition, or it could be that you've discovered your purpose in your job or your career. You're in this beautiful energy of feeling empowered, energized, focused, inspired. You're there to make a difference. Beautiful energy. You're trusting your inner guidance. You're recognizing you have influence here in a positive way. I love it. And then we have, you know, in the mix of this beautiful energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles. I think that's what it is in this card. And this is all about you recognizing your talents and skills. So this goes beautifully with all the other cards. Eight of Pentacles. So it's taking time to realize what you're good at. And this is a really good time. If this is not something that you're used to doing, write it down or talk to a friend. You know, what are you good at doing? What is it that comes naturally for you? That people often give you feedback and say, oh, you're so good at this and you're really good at that. Can you show me how to do that? So again, this is you recognizing what your strengths are, what your gifts are. This is an important part of the process, not something to be dismissed, because this helps you to know next steps, where to focus your energy and how to link in with your purpose. So, gosh, we've started out by being in a place of inner reflection to recognize your value, your skills, and what you want to grow in your life. So this is really positive reading so far. And gosh, again, I just love it when these cards come out. They're all supporting each other. We have the Chariot. The Chariot is a major arcana card. And this says the inspired warrior. She's ready to go. She's got the energy. She's ready to go. She's focused. She's got momentum behind her. Let's go. Let's get this job done. So with all of this beautiful energy here, you are set for some big activity, very positive, feeling great, feeling in your power zone and ready. You are ready. You've done the work and everything is coming together for you now. And it is up to you. It is up to you to take the opportunity, first of all, to take care of yourself, spend some time with you, acknowledge that you've got something to offer the rest of the world, and then getting into action, making stuff happen. So it's all there, ready for you. The universe is wanting you to move into this beautiful energy. You have a lot to give and a lot to offer. Fabulous. Okay. Let's pull some cards from the Wisdom of Oracle deck to see what else is going to come up for us. Such a positive reading already, and incredibly inspired, focused and powerful energy for the end of September. And so whilst this is a general reading for everyone, you know, you apply it to the context of your life, you can certainly contact me for a personal reading to get down to the specifics of your situation. So you're very welcome to contact me, leave a comment, or go to my website livingwithspice.com and you'll find my contact details there. I can do Skype readings and as well as face-to-face readings. Here we go. So again, these cards are pointing to the fact that we have change in the wind. So this is very much a time of inner transformation. It is about you. And so we've got the first card says it's time to go, which the energy around this one is that you're recognizing that you're leaving behind whatever has been. Whatever the past has been hanging around you for quite some time, past energy, past memories, past hurts, whatever that you've been holding on to in terms of replaying stories, thoughts about things that haven't worked well, maybe job situation that's been toxic, relationships that need to be let go of. You're entering a time where the universe is saying it's time to move on. It's time to move on because you've got, the moment you do, you're going to be stepping into this beautiful energy of creating new things in your life, linking into your purpose. So Spirit is just saying, don't hold. I had an interruption to my video and I'm prattling on with the card reading here and realizing that the video got stopped. So I'm just going to track back a little bit, and I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But we got the card that it's time to go. So Spirit is saying to us, listen, now is the time for the change in life. Let go of all of the toxicity, the mental strongholds. You know, that how we get stuck in our head and we worry about things. We're holding on to past hurts, past stories, things that have happened in the past, and we keep replaying that. The Spirit's saying, you know what, it is time to let it go. It is time to move on. All of that has no relevance in your life anymore because you're experiencing an amazing transformation in your life. So it is time to move on to new doors and new opportunities. And the next card is affirming that. There is change in the wind. It is time for a change. So as we enter this transformative period, Spirit is asking us to acknowledge and accept who we are and where things are at, and it's okay to do that. The card has got some beautiful energy. We have, you know, the compass of the four, north, south, east and west. We've got a wind blowing through, recognizing it's time to release all of the things that have been holding us back. It is time to accept the fact that we're in a period of change. It's not going to come, it is happening right now. And you would have noticed that you're feeling it. We're just in the period of the full moon as well, but you know, this has been happening for a little while. You're feeling and sensing that things are changing. There's a little bit of hesitancy, but Spirit is saying, just relax, let go, acknowledge the fact that you're going through a transformative period. And don't worry, because we've already been shown that when we invest in ourselves and we take time to be with ourselves, we're going to plant the seeds for a beautiful harvest here. Abundance is there waiting for you. There is a beautiful period of change where you're stepping into a zone and you're going with it. So it brings us to the next card of being, we're at a fork in the road. Now often when we're you know, in that place of deliberation and choice, we get a little bit scared. I don't know whether to go this way or that way, but to be honest, underneath you do know, and you're just a little bit scared to let go things of the past that are no longer serving you. But Spirit's saying, don't be concerned. Trust what you're feeling. You know, in this card, we've got a signpost with arrows, and Spirit is saying, they're giving you signals and signs. You know, whenever you're feeling good and in the zone and inspired, or, you know, people that you're with, that you're resonating with, and there's a calm, positive energy, that's the direction to go. It is not the direction to go where there's chaos, toxicity, people who are angry and defensive, or there's a lot of blockages or things are not in flow. That's what you need to let go of. So to be honest, even though there's a fork in the road, it's not a hard decision. It's ourselves that stop us because we're fearful and we procrastinate. And the longer you stand there at that fork in the road, the longer it's going to be before you come to that place of abundance, where things are on track and towards your purpose. Follow the light, my friends. Follow your heart and trust your intuition. You are moving closer towards your reason for being here. And if you allow it and you listen to it, you're stepping into that very beautiful self-empowered energy where you know what you know and you trust yourself. So yes, you are at a place of transformation and change. It is happening right now, but go with the flow. Don't stay in the past. Allow yourself to move forward. Watch the signs and trust. People will come to you, doors will open, things will flow. That's the pathway to take. The next card is the tribe. And this is support for your journey. This is when we realise that in conversation, it could be with people we know or even new people that come into our life, we suddenly realise that we're speaking the same language. We're connecting. I get you, you get me. We understand the same things. We've got the same interests perhaps. Spirit is saying this is a great place to be. When we hang out with our tribe, it's support for our journey. So this is important. You're going to notice a lot of connections and things that are working to support you. So notice that. So of course, if the people they're hanging out with you don't resonate with, they don't share the same values, then that's not where you hang out. So you want to be moving in the direction where people have similar values and are able to support you in a positive way through conversations, through your initiatives, through your projects, because there's always going to be a mutual benefit there. They could end up being the people that you serve when it comes to sharing your beautiful gifts and resources, and it's always going to come back to you, of course, when we fulfill our purpose and connect into that. We do experience that same energy coming back to us, which is just beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards from the Fairy Tarot deck. I haven't used these for a little while, but I just really felt that the energy was right to tap into these today. This is beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Oh my, and I think that's too many, so we're going to put these back. Flying out here. Oh, man. I'll just try that one more time. Wow, there's a lot of excitement in this deck. I'm not too sure why. Let's see what we can get. We just want one or two cards, thank you, not the whole deck. Two cards. Let's have two cards, please, for the end of September. Thank you. One more card. Oh, I'm feeling it's wanting to come out. There it is. Okay, so the first card we get is the Eight of Summer. Very positive. And in this card, it's depicting you coming from a place of darkness in the forest and moving towards the light. And this is representing your desire for a more meaningful life, of wanting to do something that's meaningful and tapping into your purpose. So of course this beautifully supports the message so far. And it says here, realizing that it's time to move on. As we know, it's time to move on, time to go. Choosing to make major life changes. I love it. Oh my gosh. These cards are just speaking to each other. So yes, once again, it is time. And this is beautiful. This is a really positive. Spirit is urging you. Come on. We want you to experience abundance, happiness. You are ready. You are ready to connect into your purpose. So this person is coming from the forest. There's a pathway. We're moving towards the light here. This is realizing you're wanting so much more for your life. You want to step out and really do what you're here to do. Share your knowledge, your skills, your talents, and to give back to the rest of the world. You've got this real beautiful sense of who you are, some confidence. There's confidence there, a real knowing of who you are. So again, we know that it's time to move on. Then we have the 9 of summer, wishes come true and dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Oh my gosh, so exciting. So for the end of September, things are coming together for you. And that is because you've taken time to tap into the beautiful energy. It's when we say yes to whatever that is, yes to the opportunity, yes to ourselves, that's how our dreams are fulfilled, our wishes come true. But we need to say yes. We need to step away from what no longer serves us, the past, and say yes to where you're moving forward to. And that's how our dreams become fulfilled. That's really acknowledging all that you have to give, what you want to do in your life, and that there is so much more to experience. Again, we've got similar energy, the Prince of Summer. So for some of you, some beautiful loving relationships. Now, it could be that you're experiencing a beautiful new sense of love for yourself, appreciation for yourself. For others, it could be love relationship. So this card, the Prince of Summer, light energy, very passionate, very inspired, very romantic and flirtatious. There is falling in love. And how beautiful for spring. So falling in love energy, being swept off your feet, really sort of in that light la la land energy almost. And so this is beautiful. It's something very special, dreams fulfilled. But we do remember, we do need to remember to stay grounded. We can't live in la la land all the time, as much as it might be nice to do that. We do need to stay grounded. We need to still take care of day-to-day business, stay connected with the people in our life. And so that's important. That's a good reminder. Because it could be quite an emotional ride, an emotional roller coaster, something to be enjoyed, but we always need to have that balance. So if a love relationship is blooming, then how beautiful that is for you. Just remember to balance it all out and you'll be right as rain. Then we have the 7 of spring. So during this time of transformation and change, there'll be some things that crop up where you, in the process of spending time with yourself and recognizing what you want to keep in your life and what you want to move on from, rather than stepping into uncertain energy, Spirit is saying that you'll be stepping into your self-empowered energy of being assertive, being decisive, making choices, being confident. And this is important. This is an important part of you growing up and maturing. This transformative period is maturing you on a very spiritual level and at a soul level. And part of that growing and maturing and transforming is really standing your ground. And so, if you are experiencing challenges with people or toxic situations, where things are not working well, now is the time for you to be very certain about what is important to you and your values. So again, the High Priestess energy. Acknowledging who you are. Knowing that you've got a lot of life wisdom and soul wisdom there. Trust what you know is true for you. Step into that intuition. Be assertive. And for matters that are important and about valuing who you are, don't back down from that. Have courage. I had a beautiful conversation with a lady that I met today about courage. And the path of courage is not an easy one, but it is so worth it, because what you're saying is that you care for yourself and you value you. You're having the courage to step up, to step out, to do what you know is right for you. So that's just an important thing to be aware of during this time of change. You're letting things from the past go, you're moving into new energy, and as part of that process, you're needing to say yes to this and no to that, and stand your ground. Beautiful. Last deck, I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Whispers of Love deck, which I'm sure will be very appropriate to this very inspiring and uplifting energy for the end of September. It's just amazing. Oh, we've got cards popping out. I've got 3 there. I'm just going to see if I can pull one more card. Do we have one more card? I'm feeling that we don't. I'm just going to leave it at that. So we have 3. Like attracts like, the union of hearts and forgiveness. Okay. If you long for more love, be more loving. I think we all long for more love in our life. That experience of love, whether that, you know, it's a love energy of wanting to give or a love energy of wanting to receive. If that's what we want to cultivate in our life, then we need to be more loving. We need to be that experience of love. And we need to express it outwardly. It's not just about keeping it in our head or keeping it within. If we love and we want to have the experience of love in our life, we must show that love. We must show it through our example, through our attitude, which, you know, sometimes we need to do a bit of a self-check on that, me included. But we need to grow and nurture what it is that we also want to experience. Do we talk kindly and lovingly to ourselves, to others? Do we treat ourselves lovingly? Do we do the right thing in terms of our health? You know, to love ourselves is to take care of our body, to take the sleep that we need, to eat and drink the right foods. Excuse me. So the message here is that like attracts like. If we want the experience of love, we need to be loving. We need to show it and share it through our words, through what it is that we do, through our attitude, the way we give. And the more we do that, the more we're going to bring that experience into our life. Beautiful. And I love these cards. They're so beautifully illustrated. Next one here is just, I love this card. The union of hearts, a love connection that defies explanation. And my friends, for those of you in a loving relationship, if you're not currently in one, it's certainly coming to you. This is like a soul connection, very close, deep, intimate love that you feel for this other special person. That energy is around you. There's a beautiful love energy, love for yourself, love for others. And we must always have love for ourselves to start with, to experience that in order to be able to give the best of ourselves to others. And if we're not in a relationship, it's, you know, to be the best version of ourselves, we must have a life where that we enjoy and we feel passionate about, you know, that we're doing what we love in the simplest of things. When we do that, we get to share the best part of ourselves with other people. And that means that we're sharing our talents and skills. In terms of relationships with other people, we've just spoke about that. It's are coming together. So people who are in a relationship at the moment, you are going to experience a beautiful union, and that's so lovely. And I've got dry throat, so apologies. And the last card here is about, excuse me, forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So this is a very specific message for those who are reconnecting with this beautiful and going to experience this union. for that to happen, it's really important to let go of any past hurts, of things that weren't working well in the relationship. That has gone. That is finished. And it's really important not to hold on to that and to replay the story, to move on from that energy. And as you move on, it's going to require you to see your partner, to see yourself, and to see the world through eyes of love and through a heart of love. And that enables us to come to a space of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not accepting something that is harmful or hurtful. It is recognizing that we are all doing the best we know how with the skills and resources that we have at the time. It's not about perfection, and we do make mistakes. That's why we're here on this earth. We're human beings. Part of that process of learning and growing is recognizing that we're doing our best. And so we need to forgive. We need to sort of say, you know what? It's time to move on. When we hold on to the past and we replay disappointments, we just keep wounding ourselves, and we're wounding others at the same time. So as you let go of that past energy and memories of things that didn't work out well, you've got an opportunity for a fresh start here. There's reconciliation, there's a coming together. There's a real sense of maturity here. This transformative process is really about you growing and really coming into a space of love and understanding what that means. So I'm loving this card reading. It's just beautiful. There's so much abundance and positivity. But remember, you've got to be the one to say yes to the change. You've got to step away from that fork in the road. If you keep standing there, this beautiful change won't come to you. And why would you want to say no to all of this beautiful energy and love that's about to enter into your life? So take the call. Look at the signs and move towards the light, my friends. You've got so much that's coming to you and is available to you in terms of abundance in your life. So just recapping, spend some time with yourself, understand your values and what's important to you and what you want to let go of. You're going to feel this incredible inspiration and creativity. Run with it. Follow your dreams. Connect into that. Connect into your power energy. You're ready. You are ready to go. You are the divine feminine, the inspired warrior here. You're ready, set, go. Let's get on board. So don't delay, don't procrastinate. Stand up for what is important to you. Let go of what isn't. You're wanting to move towards a more meaningful life. You are ready for this, but you have to say yes. You've got to answer the call in order for this to come to fruition. All right, my friends, that's the end of the reading. You can see afternoon has turned into evening. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Have a wonderful rest of the month of September, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.